a sound, if I get any sound at all. Today we completed, let's see, like any confirmation from anyone. Sound check, check the sound, check the sound. Come on. Come on, check the sound. It's, my computer is down. I was hoping to do sort of a breakdown on some of the better prop bets, but the computer is not cooperating. It's the heat. It's hot out here. The TV isn't working right. The monitor isn't working right. But we completed our, anyone give me a confirmation. I still have no one in the chat whatsoever. Just needing a confirmation that I got some sound, that you guys can actually hear me. It is hot as hell out here again. Happy to be out here. Gonna have this Indian Azadi Kavi. But before I do that, man, guys, anybody, God, really, you know what's disappointing is I don't have like just one person that comes in on my audience, one of all the people, out of all the shit that I do. It's not even the shit. It's like, this Azadi is at the $11. It doesn't even matter the money. It doesn't even matter. It's a shame, because I know you guys don't know about shit like this, right? I know that you don't know about the cigars. I know that you don't know about the beers. I know that you don't know about MMA the way you think you know MMA. So I sound a little salty, but I am a little salty in that I put forth this effort, and there's not even one person over here that could join the chat to give me a sound check, just to let me know that I'm being listened to, so I could just continue forth. Is that so much to ask? It really is not a big ask, guys. You guys listen to these other dudes that like, why? Why? It's like they're whatever, man. It is whatever. You know, they'll rip off your money. They're asking for your money, or they lie about their picks, and they lie about their successes, or they actually, some of them don't. But it is really just disheartening, guys. All I need is one person to confirm I got some sound before I continue on talking about this cigar ad nauseum and this beer. I shouldn't start that way, guys. I should just be happy that I'm able to smoke. I'm able to sip. I'm able to enjoy myself, enjoy life. What am I complaining about? I'm complaining about an audience when we haven't had that. Like, we went to the cigar shop. I got permission to film, or at least permission to, film while I picked out a cigar. The challenge was to find one $15 cigar or two cigars for $15 that we could share on this show. And I didn't give any parameters initially. I just wanted just the monetary amount, which was $15. And then, of course, the owner of the shop, and I regret that I didn't introduce him properly. I didn't really do everything that I would like to. I thanks again for NORWOOD Park just for letting me enter and go quickly into like looking and doing what I wanted to do. So big shout outs to them. Gentleman there is fabulous. That's what you need to do when you go to a cigar shop. If you're going to film, ask people. If you're going into a business, ask them if it's okay to film before you go on in there, or before you start filming. If you go in there and you say, hey, can I film something? Just ask them, get their permission, and also listen to what they're saying. I wish I could have been a little bit more patient, had a little more time, better equipment, et cetera, to go through what he has in the shop, because what he has in the shop is just fabulous. I mean, yes, I shop at Benny's, but I find that NORWOOD Park Cigars has a much, and even Benny's. Benny's does not get the quality nor the exclusive cigars that you might find, that you can't find at Benny's. And so supporting your local tobacconist is important. Yes, I do go to Benny's. Yes, I go to these big box stores to get product. Yes, I do that. But all in all, I still try to support my local guy. I've just started going there, so I don't have the rapport and the relationship that I wish I had, but at least I had the relationship where I was able to film in there, for a moment, do this $15, because that's what I had in my pocket, 15 bucks. I had 15 bucks in my pocket. I did go out of that spectrum. I picked up a couple other cigars, one of the cigars that he recommended, and then another one that you see in the film there, another Plasencia cigar, and the other Drew Estate cigar. So again, neither of those cigars were at Binny's. The other two cigars that I purchased were not at Binny's. I didn't see this at Binny's either. I'm not normally a big fan of this packaging where it has like these, like you see that it has this vampire-ish band to it, very dramatic. It doesn't sell me, right? In fact, it does the opposite. So when he guided me to it, I was concerned that like, okay, well, maybe he's marketing it, but here's what I think is that he didn't know my taste per se, but he listened to what I asked for. I asked for that chocolatey, oily Maduro cigar. And regardless of what the packaging was and is right here, and Oscar does make great cigars, right? Look at that horse there. That's pretty evil. Or is that a raven? Like, they make good cigars. So I know that I wasn't being steered into something that was a bad cigar. Like we're talking like close to $12 for the stick. And as he mentioned, it's hard to get out of that. Maybe at Binny's we could get away with 2 for $14, 2 for $15, or even 3 for $15, which we just did. But when you go to certain fine cigars, as he admitted, which I'm happy he did, which I'm happy he acknowledged, we're at that, it's just harder to get there. So we're at that over $10 price point. But besides that, we listened to our tobacconist. We went to the shop. We told him what we were expecting or what we were looking for. We told him our price point, and then he provided us his information. I would far rather listen to him, and even though myself, I have great opinions on cigars, I want to hear. I never had the cigar before. I told him what I wanted. He guided me to the cigar. That's the way the cigar world works. The wine world works. The marijuana world works. If you want something, you ask for something, and they direct you to something, you get that thing. You get that and something else. You want something else that is close to it or whatever, you get that. If you've asked for something that is chocolatey with lots of oils, that has that like, and that's what I requested, like sweetness and oil, cacao. That's what you get. You get when they present something to you. You don't say no. What else you got? You do. But you also get what they first recommended. So I went with the first recommendation, which was this cigar. Still, there's nobody here, so I don't even know if I'm being heard, which is very frustrating, guys, because I'm like 10 minutes into this like little discourse. And then this beer. Like, not had this brand, not just saw it. Indian spices, figure it goes well with this particular cigar, pepper, lemon, like just everything that I saw in a description. Never had it. Azadi, not familiar with it. And Indians love their food. Indian food is awesome. Had a Indian owner in the NORWOOD Park Cigars. That doesn't have anything to do with it, but still, like, we are trying to pair things well, try new things. Like, let's diversify your life, right? Like, why buy the same cigar again and again, Brian? Right? Like, you like the Romeo and Juliet, I get it. Fantastic cigar, can't go wrong. And once you find something good, I get it. Stick to what's best. I understand that. But diversify your tastes, amplify your, wow, this is really bad. It's because it's hot out here. The beer's been out for a moment. I was trying to get the computer going. Wasn't able to get the computer going. Again, nobody's in here. It's a shame. It's a shame. I can't, very bad pour there, guys. Very bad pour. But this is going to be the smoke for today, guys, from NORWOOD Park Cigars here in Chicago, the Oscar Villan. Is it Villanueva? No, it's not Oscar Villanueva. It's Valadares. Valadares. And I believe he said it was a Honduran Hascudo with some Nicaraguan tobacco. And again, it's a blend. We're always going to see a blend. Not feeling this band at all. Like, I don't even know what to do with this band. I guess I take that piece off first. I'm not feeling that thing at all. Don't like the red colors. Don't like the Vampiro. Although it is remembrance of Bacardi, the Bacardi group, and Cuba, if you get any Cuban rum, and El Vampiro. Love the gold part. Not a fan of the packaging or the branding of it, but I remember Oscar being a decent cigar. Why they went with this look, I have no idea. But let's see what the blend yields. I'm going with my man over there at Norwood Park Cigars and sticking to what he suggested there. Oh man, that's also embarrassing. What another faux pas. I had the Benny's cello out here instead of the Norwood Park cello. My apologies again. We're going to do another one. We're going to do another challenge. We're going to do these little challenges, like these little shorts, I guess. Maybe that could be a short. I could transform it to a short where I go into a cigar shop and then ask them for something, and then we smoke it later on is probably what we're going to do. So, yeah, so let's see how, I've not had this beer before. Let's just taste it out of the can. Wow. That is different. Very refreshing. More herbal. Has a more, not coriander, but like that hoppy. The hop is defined, but very floral, very green. Wow. Excellent beer. Excellent beer. Very diverse. Not super strong. Not super sweet at all. Very herbal. It is traditional. And it just has a great flavor. I think this would go really well with like a steak. Like some meat or some kebab. Like this would go really, really well. I think it's going to pair decently with this beer. I mean, with the cigar. Very traditional sort of texture to it. What does it say there? Like, you guys could read that shit. I can't read that fucking shit. Right? I don't have my other glasses. I got the sunglasses on. But Azadi Brewing. It's their Kavi Cordamon Golden Ale. Excellent. I love it's not floral. It has that more of a pastoral, strong green to it. Very, very, very nice. So we're going to use our double cut again with this thing, and I don't know how to take this band off, man. I'm pissed off at this band right now. I mean, I hate the band. Hate the band, guys. Oscar, don't do this shit again. Don't do that shit. I don't care how it looks in the box. Maybe it's gimmicky to all these people. I ain't buying that shit. I bought it, but I'm just not a fan of it. You spent a lot of money on it. I'm going to just rip it off and see. Let me just rip it off here. Let me rip it off. Yeah, see, I don't like that at all. Don't like that, see? That's what happens when you rip the band off. I'm not smoking it with this fucking wing shit on there. Are you kidding me? Are you nuts? You think I'm going to smoke it with that? So I rip it off, and this is what happens. Not a good look. Don't do that again, Oscar. Do not do that to your cigar. Cigar wrapper looks excellent. Yeah. All right. So we just take the whole thing off. Real cheap band because they spent all the money on the front end, right? Don't do this again, Oscar. It's not worth it. It's too gimmicky, especially if the product looked this good. right? The product already looks good. You don't need to uh, dress it up in any way, right? Like the product speaks for itself. There's no point in paying a premium in a band that, I mean, just flat out just looks ugly, distasteful, not something that I enjoy at all. Um, yeah, just not having it. Even when it was recommended to me, I did not like. Again, I can't judge it by the appearance of the band. I have to go with what the cigar, the person in the humidor told me. You know, I have to go with that. I have to go with that advice, and this is what he recommended, so I have to go with it. So yeah, let me make a cut here. And I found that my cheaper cutter does better with these smaller ring gauges. Like this one's like, I don't want to say it's a 42. I'm going to say it's like a 44 to a 45 ring gauge, not super thick, but it does a fantastic job on that ring gauge. Like this dollar cutter from Benny's, can't go wrong with it. Like, oh my God. All right, the draw's good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does not have that heavy chocolate or that heavy oil yet, but maybe that'll change. We'll see, guys. Yeah, again, I think that over time, maybe you have something in your head that that mm. All right, guys. While it might not have that chocolatey oilness to it, it has that cacao. Really, really good. Yes, the cacao's there, not the oil. The oil I want is not there, but the cacao is. The chocolatiness of it is there. Mm, very rich, very rich. So that's why he recommended this. Very rich cigar. Mm, excellent. The cacao with the little coffee. It doesn't have the oil that I want. It doesn't have that rich chocolatiness that I want, but it has the cacao with the little coffee there. Well selected cigar. Thank you. Thank you, Norwood Park Cigars. Very, very good recommendation. We're closer, guys, to what I wanted in that Maduro. We're a lot closer. We're not there yet, but we're closer. And this is a lot better than the cigar yesterday. Like a lot better. It has a try or three levels of flavor. It very much has a beginning, has that nice light sweetness, beautiful cacao, then a little coffee or cinnamon, super light toastiness to it, and then a beautiful earthy finish. Wow, great aromas. I'm enjoying the aromas on this cigar. Just the touch, not just on the flavor palette, but on the nose, is really enjoyable. Like, this might annoy other people, like, oh my god, that's a stinky cigar, but for me, it's quite the opposite. It's just super robust, tons of flavor. Mm. Everything but the band on this cigar sucks. I mean, I'm sorry, everything, everything is great. I'm sorry, wrong thing to say. Everything but the band. Just get a different band, guys. Don't put this stupid wings on it. Heaven and hell, horrible name, horrible marketing. Like, I would have been totally against it. But oh, that beer is super good with this cigar. But yeah, the band is the worst part of the cigar. I can tell it's already well rolled, super uniform, very nicely tight. You see that? Beautiful, beautiful wrapper. Just stunningly gorgeous. Like, thank you again, Nora Park Cigars. What a recommendation! Like, this is a recommendation. We asked for a Maduro. We asked for what we got. We asked for it to be under $15, and this is what he recommended based on my prerequisites. I wanted a Maduro. I wanted that chocolatiness. I wanted some cacao. I wanted, the oils. And this is what he came up with. And this is the closest, this cigar, this Oscar, is the closest to what I want in a long time. We're not there yet, but the flavors on this are super, super, so defined, so delineated. They're like you could taste every aspect of it. You could taste the cacao, you could taste the earthiness, you could really taste the little bit of coffee that's there. Just a fabulous smoke. Like, I mean, it is what I mean. I don't know how to. I want the oils too. Like, I miss an element to a Maduro that has this like lathery oiliness, like where it just coats your tongue and the top of your mouth and everything in oil. And this has everything but that. It has that sweetness. It has that chocolatiness. It has a coffeeness to it. It has the taste of chocolate, but it just doesn't have the oil that I want as well. Like, I want that oil richness, and this doesn't have it, but this is still a fabulous smoke, guys. Don't make shit like this. Mm. I work for these people. That's how we ain't putting this shit on our fucking great cigar. It's a damn shame that they put this fucking band on a quality cigar like this. Damn shame, Oscar. Don't Don't, you could quote me because I am saying shit, quote me, but damn shame. Fucking great cigar. You fuck it up and people ain't gonna like it when you put a stupid band like this on the cigar. Just like that's some like some bush league bullshit. Don't try to sell shit just based on the band, try to get a look, try to get a style, whatever. It actually backfires. Like if my guy didn't recommend this cigar, I wouldn't have bought it just because of the band. I would never buy something like this. So don't produce this shit. No one wants to buy the band like that, but the cigar itself, come on, guys, come on. You put it's like it's not lipstick on a pig. You put a pig on a beauty pageant queen. You made her wear like Eskimo clothes or something. I don't know how to describe it. Like you guys messed up on this band here with this cigar because the cigar, it's in the 9 Club. I'm putting this cigar in the 9 Club right now. Nine Club. Great coffee. The chocolate, the cacao's there. Like just there. Just lacks the oil. Man, if it had the oil, it'd be like a 10.5. Look at the construction. Great burn already. Beautiful roll, tight, premium. Look at that wrapper. Look at that. Look at that beautiful uniform cigar. Great look to it. Just take the band off. Jesus. I got no watch today. I didn't do a watch check. I didn't bring one out. I didn't put on a watch. I guess I could go back. Once I go back in, we'll do a watch check. We got the same watches we always have. I was thinking of buying one right now on AliExpress. There's some good deals on some watches right now. They're all Chinese watches, but they're all badass fucking Chinese watches, and they're like less than $100. Some are even less than $50. So we put the cigar in the 9 Club from the start, which is pretty bold. I think that was not necessarily premature, but I think what I like about it is that it is almost what I wanted, right? When you add, and I think maybe it's more of a testament. I have to give put Norwood Park Cigars into the 9 Club. Like it is because he recommended it, was an expert. That's what you want when you go to a cigar shop. But they give you, even just for one stick, even for one cigar, you ask them, hey, I'm in the mood for something a little light, something creamy. I want a little vanilla with hints of toffee. Or I want, like I said to this guy, like I want a Maduro. We've been trying to look for this Maduro with heavy oils, lots of coffee, lots of chocolate or more chocolate, and then they lead you to the right thing or something close to it. That's when you know you're dealing with somebody that knows their shit. And it's respectful, very nice. I appreciate them there at Norwood Park Cigars so much. Like you're just buying a couple sticks, even though I bought a couple expensive ones. But that they, humor you, I could go in there and find something on my own. And I'm actually glad in this instance that I didn't, right? Because I knew what I was looking for, but I didn't know which one it was. And he did, right? You're a good tobacconist, a good person in the humidor is going to know when you describe a flavor or notes that you enjoy. They're going to listen to you. They're going to listen to you and try to get you to what you want and what's best for you. So I mentioned this before yesterday. I consider myself a cigar expert, but I don't know everything. I don't know all the product that this guy does. No way. He owns a cigar shop. He's got his own cigar. I have to get some of those cigars. Go over to Norwood Park, get some of his own blend from I'll do a review on those. Those are next. I'll do a review in homage to him and try to not necessarily promote his business, but to promote him. And also just because it's like, it is probably a damn good cigar, right? Like, he's not putting crap on his name just to sell fucking bullshit. I'm a poor person. I have not a lot of money. But if I put my name on something, if I put my name on a cigar, it's going to, even if it's a run of 10,000, 5,000 cigars, it's going to be something fabulous. It ain't just going to be bullshit. You know what I mean? It isn't going to be just something simple, just something basic. Like, that's not me. And that's certainly not this man. That's certainly not him. When you have a shop like you have at Norwood Park Cigars, you cannot devalue your brand, your image, and everything by having a low end product or a product that isn't up to your standards. Especially when you have the selection, what they have there, guys. I showed you the selection there, dude. They got more specialty, more cigars there of higher quality than Binny's. Sure, you go on the south side, you go to the Monte Cristo place. You don't even bother with Rocky Patel and all that other stuff over here. Like, just go to Norwood Park Cigars, Up Down Cigars. Very good quality, extremely good shop, but not the diversity of what he has at Norwood Park. Norwood Park has a far more extensive selection of premium cigars than Up Down. Up Down might have some exclusivity, is definitely a fantastic place over there on Wells, North Avenue and Wells here in Chicago. But I would argue that they've been surpassed in terms of selection of premium cigars by Norwood Park Cigars. I would argue that. "32 minutes in, not a person in sight." That's okay, guys. That's okay, because like the other stuff, I do it for the love. I do it for the love of the smokes. I do it for the love of the beer. I do it for the love of the MMA culture, for the MMA people. And people know in MMA, they already know me. They already know this guy. I might end up in the. You might see me with Michael Bisping. You might see me with DC. Not really. I might be talking to John Anik. I might be giving a hug to Laura Sanka. I might be giving advice to Dominic Cruz. Yeah, that's this guy. I might be saying my opinion to Dominic Cruz. The beer got so friggin' warm out here. It's so hot. It's like 85, 90 degrees out here. The beer warm, I don't like as much. Still great flavors, but the cigar is by far is still a 9. Look at that burn. Look at the uniformity, guys. Why'd they put a band on there like that band? Let's go back to this band. Why? Why, Oscar? Why? Horrible band. Great cigar, guys. So that goes to show you, don't always buy. Look at the tobacco. Look at the quality of the tobacco. So when he showed it to me, I agree. When he showed it to me, I was like, damn, I didn't want to tell him, like, on camera, like, man, that band sucks. Like, fuck that band, fuck buying that shit. I didn't want to say that because I wanted, didn't want to insult, I didn't want to insult anything, but I looked at the quality of the tobacco and I was like, damn, it looks good. It looks good, looks rich, cinnamony, looks like a stick of cinnamon, giant stick of cinnamon. Look at that Maduro. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday was a flat note. Yesterday, that Project 40 Maduro was flat compared to this, right? This has genuine notes, like a start, a middle, and an end. It has mm, oh, excellent, guys. Like, what a great recommendation. Like, has that little soft sweetness to it with that start, and that middle, that chocolatiness, and then it hits you with a little sweet finish still, like a little more, like a toastiness, coffee, more light cinnamon, not really cinnamon, but more coffee and more chocolate. And who doesn't like coffee and chocolate? Come on, guys. Like, really, other than the oil, other than the thick oil latheriness that I enjoy on my palate, this cigar has it all. And it's in the 9 Club. I put it in the 9 Club. Despite the fucking goddamn ban that was on there, I'm not keeping this ban. Oscar, we could do better. We can do better. I cannot emphasize how bad in taste this shit is. And then I have to take the band off, right, to store it, and can't delineate what it is. I mean, so I have to put it apart because you put this stupid thing on there, right? But a great cigar, Oscar. Very good cigar. It's in the 9 Club. Don't ever do that again. Just stop. Just stop. Get help. It's one of those instances where somebody didn't say no. The marketing people presented it, and somebody kept saying yes, yes, yes. I don't know who in the fuck in the family did that, but they dropped the ball on that one. But fabulous smoke. Just lovely. Perfect for today, even though I had a Maduro yesterday. The Maduro yesterday basically tastes like a piece of leather compared to this. Like, just too monotone. Had that little light sweetness, remember? And then it was just like leather after that. Where this has like that story. It has that. Look at that roll. Look at that. Oh my God. So good. So good. Yeah, it has that more of a cinnamon finish with a little chocolate. I wish it were more delineated. I wish it was even greater oils, more cacao, but still fabulous. Nine Club. We're in the 9 Club with this cigar, and it's $11 cigar. Mm. Little light. I still want it to be a little richer, but it's burning fantastic. Like this is like almost like an hour and a half cigar. It's gonna burn really well, despite it being just like a 45 ring gauge in that area. Like, really decent thickness to it. Not super thick, but it's gonna burn well. Wow. There's that chocolatiness. There we go. It just lacks the oil. I want that oil to it, Oil all over your face. Oil all over your face. Right? I want that oil all over my face. No? Oh, yeah, it got really uh, still very great flavor, but man, it's warm as hell. It's hot out here. I gotta find like a chiller for the beer or something. Leave the beer in like a thing of ice or something. I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those. Like a cooler, but it's a stand-up cooler. I'll make one where you can leave your beer in a little stand, like a champagne stand, little champagne thing, or just a thing of champagne. The champagne. What are those things called? I should know this. Thank you, Norwood Park Cigars. Fabulous recommendation. Right on. Great cigar. Great recommendation. Great place, guys. If you're here in Chicago, go to Norwood Park Royal Cigars, Norwood Royal Cigars. Can't go wrong. The guys has a phenomenal selection of smokes. Just a fabulous place. Very knowledgeable. Ask. Go even to Benny's. Ask them. And most guys don't know what the fuck they're smoking, and you'll know that right away. But I know this guy knows what he knows. You know, he's been in business a long time, and doesn't matter about that. I'm gonna have to defer to his judgment when asking somebody. That's the other thing. Don't ask somebody's judgment and then not listen to them. It's very disrespectful. I've had that in business a lot. Like somebody asks you for like, oh, what would you do? What was your recommendation? You say, oh, I want these windows. I don't want these fucking cheap ass sliders here. You know, I want, double hung with some other elements to it. Fucking, double paned with sound resistance and UV coating. And I just want that. I want the shit. I want the better shit. And I want it because I'm only going to buy these fucking things one time after fucking 15 years. Like 15 years later, I want them to still work well. So I'm going to buy the shit. I'm going to buy this stuff that works the best, right? That has that UV coating so that like it helps prevent heat from coming on in. And then it has a sound deprivation element to it. So I don't hear these fucking jet planes fucking all the time, every fucking 10 minutes coming through my fucking goddamn living room. Right? And so when I would tell that to people, we're gonna go with the cheap ones, that your low end quote, $4,000 difference. I get it's $4,000, but we're talking 20 windows. $4,000 spread around those windows over time is gonna save you money and you're gonna be more comfortable doing what I say. But no. That was a part of element of that Windows sales that I didn't like when, you provided they asked, well, what would you do? They actually literally present that. And they think that you're just like upselling them on the better shit because you're commission, right? Like, because you're on commission only. And I would tell them like, hey, this is why I would choose the better window with sound deprivation, with the better UV coating, with better design, that looks better in this particular area. Let's put the paint, the different type of windows here, and they think, oh, you're just trying to upsell us just to try to make money. And I was like, no, I'm trying to beautify your home. I'm trying to, over time, actually you save money. It pays for itself because you have less heat going into your windows, into your home, less heat going out in the wintertime, and it's just more beautiful. We're going to beautify your home, and you're not going to hear your neighbors as much getting this type of glass, this thickness of glass. And I would pay for all those little extras because we're just talking about that, $100 a window to get to that point. $60 a window, $70 a window. You're already at $400 a window. What does another $60 mean? Right? Like, what does that really mean to you? And I'd say that for anything. Like for tires on your car. Like you're already, like when you're buying some Firestones for fucking $400, not $400, like $600 a set, $700 a set. You get the highest quality Bridgestones at $800. We're talking $200 more. Yeah, I get it. But at that point, we're talking like just that much more exponential quality difference and performance difference. Spend the fucking $200. I don't get these people like all the shit in Amazon. And I heard it in the skateboarding thing, like, oh, I'm worried about this and that. Like, You know, dude, buy the fucking Swiss bearings, man. Buy the fucking Indies. Why are you fucking even fucking with Ace and some of these other trucks? Go buy Thunders. You're right, but you know, I don't know about these shoes. Oh, I don't know about these New Balance or these. They're bought at Walmart. Look at the fucking quality. If you fucking look at the fucking goddamn shoe, look at the shoe. If you buy a $27 shoe from Walmart and it works for you, and it's a good fucking shoe, it's a good shoe. You're fucking that old. You don't fucking know the quality. You don't know how good a fucking boot is, or a skate shoe, or a goddamn snowshoe is at this age. Then you're fucking lost. You're fucking lost. And they get mad at me for like, oh man, get that guy a Snickers. He's going off on people. You know what I mean? It's just like it's the same with the MMA betting. You by this point, you don't know all these fighters. You don't know what their skill set is. You don't know what the likely outcome is of MMA, and you've been following all these cappers, watching all this MMA all this time, and you don't know. You don't have an idea of what you're going to be betting. Then don't bet. You're not cut out for this game. You're not cut out for it. If you're looking to other people to make your bets for you, you're not cut out for this. Stop. If you're looking to other people to make your picks for you, stop. Right? We already know what these fighters do. We already know what their likelihood of everything is. And all these guys are just regurgitating that information to you. And you're over there like, I don't, still just bleeding in it. Just listening to that bullshit. There are a lot of things we're not going to be able to predict. Like, fuck, how about Gaethje by sub? The motherfucker can get a sub, or even Poirier by sub. It's a jiu-jitsu black belt. Both of them are jiu-jitsu black belt guys. There's nothing that they could, like, you bet it by the TKO. You bet like there's going to be a finish. I say it's going to be a decision, but you're gonna bet like that there's going to be a finish, and you bet the finish at like plus 100 or something like that. On either fighter. When you should have bet like Gaethje by submission or Poirier by submission at that bigger number, right? Like if you're just betting $20, guys, it like I mentioned yesterday, it doesn't matter if you lose that $20. It doesn't matter. It's like how what is your respective or perspective profit off of that $20 bet. You want to make the $20 money line bet that just win $10? Go on ahead. I don't. I'm gonna bet that $20 to fucking make $2,000 to make a fucking $500. I'm gonna go for that long shot prop bet. I mentioned to it yesterday. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on like what is likely, not unlikely, that likely to or probable to occur based on the fighter's skill set, right? That's when I'm going to bet on. And you're right. Neither Gaethje nor Poirier wrestles or engages in jiu-jitsu anymore. That's not true to an extent, because we saw that Gaethje tried to do that stupid. He's going to try to get him in a guillotine like that. Khabib ain't tapping to that shit. Khabib ain't tapping that shit. It's not going to happen, man. So, guys, like, you listen to all these shows, like how often you have to listen to these people week after week after week after week saying the same fucking shit, doing the same fucking crap, and not providing any fucking proof of any of it. That's another thing when the cigars rolled really well. Like you saw the ash drop the ash. You could pick up the ash and it's still solid, so I could throw it over the fence over there into the grass because it's just so well rolled. And look at that cone. Yeah. Oh. Some of that oil starting to come out. We're in the middle of the cigar, so that oil starting to come out. Man, listen to your guy in the humidor. Listen to them. They know better than we know. Even the experts like myself, they know the product, and they should know the product better than you. Right? They know their product. You go to NORWOOD Royal Cigars. The guy knows his shit. You ask him for his help. He gives you your help. You fucking listen to the guy. And I'm glad I did. Great chocolatiness. Tons of coffee. Just really, really good cigar. Like, this is increasing. Like, it's at 9.25. I don't know if it's going to be a 10, but I love this cigar. It's the richness I enjoy, the subtle sweetness that I like, the hints of chocolate and coffee. Can't get over those two notes right there. Oh, just really good. Just don't put on the band. The band is the only part that's bad about it. Fabulous smoke. That chocolate, as he mentioned, that it is all the way through. All the way through. It's very pronounced from the beginning and the middle and the end. It still complements each of the other flavor sets. It's a chocolate and the coffee, and then the finish. It has that earthiness with the chocolate. Everything but this band, guys, is positive about this cigar. Don't make this kind of shit. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Let's go and get another one of these Azias, right? Azadi, right? Still no one's in the chat. It's all right. It's all right, guys. It's okay. You know, keep listening to those other dudes. It's all right. You know, no one. You're betting on your own, right? You're betting on your own. You're making your own money. You're trying to make your own decisions. You don't need me. You guys don't need me. Where you need me for is for this information on good beer, good cigars, because you don't have access to that. You're not doing that life. You're not about that life, right? You know, you're cheap. You're fucking buying Budweiser. You're buying Bud Light. You're smoking cigarettes. You're smoking like cheap cigars. We're doing that, but we're doing it a little differently, right? Just like the guy at the cigar shop. When you come here and you're listening to the About Better, you're getting better information. Right, you're about better things. Right, you're about better. You're gonna get some better smokes, better beer recommendations. Look at this beer. Look at that. Look at that. You guys ain't be drinking that shit. These guys over here in Canada. You know, now I don't want to call out anybody. I don't need to call out these people. And then guys are gonna say, well, I want to listen to people who are gonna make me money. You do some statistical analysis on some of these people that are talking the shit that they're fucking talking, especially when they're lying. Oh, like my boy Brady, the Mr. Always, I got it at plus 230 last week. That dude, he's the king of that shit. Listened to him for years, fucking. Oh, I got it last week at plus 230. Right now, it's at even money. You know we could check that shit. You know, right? You know when you say that we could check that, and you got it at like Bovat or some obscure place where no one else is getting that number. It's like, okay. That guy was the king of that shit. He's like, he would always say, "Well, I got it at 350, and I'm gonna do the not to go the distance at I got it at plus money. It's minus 235, minus 300 down. All right, I believe you. Parlay that shit. Go on ahead. I believe you. You got it at that money, sure." Never shows you the tickets. Never has a ticket. You know. You could Photoshop tickets and you could Photoshop images, guys. But you're making the decisions yourselves. Don't you want to make the decisions yourselves? Like, I've always felt like my job, or at least what I wanted to do, even when I was doing the statistical and everything analysis, was I wasn't providing you with bets. I was trying to provide you with information that would help you make your bet. You could go against me. I was wrong a lot. Yeah, but I provided a lot of the same information and a little bit more. All right. I don't know what happened to G the mattress guy. Oh man! And when we went to Kansas City, like, I didn't realize we were so close. We fucked up. We could have just went and redid. We're like going to an event and seeing everybody cut weight. It's a no. It's like the best information you could have. Like seeing who's okay. Hey, how you doing? No, when Royval called his TKO ahead of the fight. We said Royval by sub. Royval said, "Nah, I'm gonna TKO this guy in the fucking hotel." We saw this dude, fucking bad attitude guy from Moldova, the Hulk. Man, that dude looked like he wanted to beat up people in the hotel. He cut weight and he was looking like, I need to fight right now. Like, you just knew to stack that money on that motherfucker, right? Like, live, it was just completely different. Only person that I was wrong with that event was Billy Q. Billy Q looked so good. His weight cut was good. He was with his family, looked happy, looked hydrated. That was the only dude I was wrong about. But everybody else, you see him walking around, man, it's a no-brainer. If you go to a live event and you bet, I say that's the way to go. I would like to do that a lot more. But these guys that are not at those events, that don't go to events, that don't see the weigh-ins, that don't meet the fighters, that don't get to see them, don't see the training sessions and everybody. And I respect, like, some guys that say, yeah, you got to, I agree with Ranj, for example. Like, on Instagram, if they're with their family the whole time, they're showing food. They're not showing, like, training sessions and shit like that. That's what you got to look for. Like, you see a dude training. That's where you put your money at, right? But, you know, whatever. You guys want help. I get it. You could pay for the help, and maybe it works out for you. But it is gambling, guys. The chocolatiness. Thank you. I forget the name of this guy. I'm so disrespectful that I didn't get to introduce him. I should have did things a little differently there at Norwood Park Royal Cigars, but man. On point with this pick. Like, there's where you need a pick. When you don't know shit, you walk into a place, you don't know beer. You know, there's 20 different beers. You ask the guy, like, oh man, I'm looking for something like a little light. I want a little citrus, but yet I want a real beer. I don't want it super flavored. Ask the guy at the fucking beer place. He'll give you a beer. Cigar, same thing. Wine, same thing. You walk in the wine shop, yo, I'm looking for something with a little low tannins. I want that beautiful, like heavy sweetness with a beautiful smooth finish with very little in the middle. You know, something to go with my steak or something to go with my chicken or my pork that I'm having or my pastor or my tacos. Listen to your tobacconist. Listen to the guy. When you ask help, accept the fucking help. Right? That's one thing that I get pissed off out in life and period. You know, when you people that need help, ask help, and then question the fucking help that they receive. Pisses me off in life. Don't ask help then. Don't quantify or qualify the help that you're getting when you're needing help. If you need help, you need some money, you need something, and somebody tries to give you money or tries to help you out in that money, or says, no, I can't provide you with this and this and that, but I'll give you this. And then you're like, well, I really wanted that. No, take what is being offered as help. I can't believe how ungrateful our society has become of people. And my family's the same way. Like, I tried to tell this to my own mom. I'm like, Mom, we need help. We need your people. You know, I need help with you. You cannot be picky about your help. We cannot be picky about people that are willing to help us and assist you in these matters. And, you know, but nope, stubborn. Want help a certain way when you're asking for help. How does that make sense? You're asking people for help. And then you fucking, oh no. And then you don't listen to them. But I wanted this, or I expected that. You asked for help. Accept the help that is provided to you. Come on, people. Simple life rules, you know? If you're asking for something, you're asking for help, you go to someplace like, I don't care if you're at the art store. I don't care if you're at the comic book shop. You know what I mean? Like, you're into comics, you're into like graphic novels or something like that, or even video games. You fucking go to GameStop and you're like, oh, hey, I heard this game was this way. I'm like, and the guy at GameStop says, man, but you know what's really cool is it's got these DLCs and it's fucking awesome. You can play it for like a fucking 2 months, man. It's an awesome game. And I'm like, well, no, I'm gonna go over this game for $9.99. You know, like, come on. You know, like, the kid's been playing there. He's working his ass off. He knows what's up. And you're going to go against him. I think that's what happens here in not really in MMA. Not in our MMA gambling sphere. I think everybody just talks shit. I think none of the information we have is nothing is illuminating unless we have background information. Like, I had G the mattress guy. I had some other guys that might know something's happening on Instagram, that might train with somebody. That background information, yeah, is probably pretty good. Can work with that. Like, I miss that information, and that's great information to have. But we're not gambling in a vacuum any longer. Like, there is no hidden secret to fighting. There is no guy out there that hasn't been discovered that is just tearing it up. That's going to be the new guy. Even look at Bo Nickel. It's not there, guys. It's all a fantasy. So bet accordingly. Bet accordingly. Bet what we know. We bet what we know. We bet how we know and what we know, and we bet the best options to provide us a profit of what we know. Right? We know this. We know all of this stuff, guys. You know it. I know it. I don't have to argue with it on the internet. I don't have to argue with it on somebody else's page. We already know all this shit. Just like this cigar. Oscar. The Oscar Heaven and Hell 9 Club. Go and get it. If you smoke cigars, go and enjoy the cigar. It's a no-brainer. Same with the beer. The Kavi. It's a no-brainer, guys. I'm not trying to convince you to doing something that you're going to regret. Right? I'm not trying to fleece anybody here. Right? Love that Kavi. I can see the microbes in there. Let me show you. Like, some people don't like that. You got the cultures in there, that shit. That's what you want. You want that culture in there. If you feel the need to spit, as I spit a lot, and that I have a lot of spittle on my cigars. You don't want to share a cigar with me unless you really want to like a wet kiss with me. And I don't mind that. I don't mind. I spit. I spit a lot. So if I'm in a fine place, I'll ask for a cup. Like if I'm in indoor humidor, because I know I'm gonna spit, I'll ask for a coffee cup or a cup, or I'll bring a cup with me and I'll spittle in it. There's nothing wrong with that. It seems uncouth, but I already know that I have a heavy salivation when I am smoking a cigar, so I already expect that. So when I'm at somebody's home or someplace that's, I ask them like, hey, can I get a coffee cup? And I'll let them know what. I tell them straight up. I salivate a lot over my cigars. I'll need to spit. I want, can I have a coffee cup or a Dixie cup or something that I could spittle into? And I don't mind anything about it. It doesn't make me look any poorer as a gentleman. In fact, the opposite, because I already know that's going to happen. I'm not disrespecting them by like walking over and spitting in their grass, spitting on their fucking carpet or whatever else. I'm like it's the opposite. I didn't go get a watch. It's all right, guys. We already know my watch collection. What I already know what I'm going to get for my next watch. It's just going to take time to buy it, right? I'm going to get one. I wish I had better watches, but we got some good watches. We got beautiful watches, guys. Beautiful watches under $100, $200. I'm your Huckleberry. All those other guys, most of their lists include my watches. If you watch these watch channels, most of their, the watches that they recommend, I have. Right, we're all in that same sphere. It's like it's the same almost with cigars. Almost. I think cigars have a far greater diversity. It's hard for any of us, especially right now. I think, guys, we are in a golden age of New World cigars. The cigars from Honduras, Nicaragua, and I keep mentioning this, the cigars that we're smoking right now are the best in the world, and they're so good for any price point. Like we could have even gone under that we could have been to the $5 to $10, $15 range. The cigars right now that are offered in the world are so good because the quality of the farming, the quality of the rollers and the makers of the cigars, they got this shit down. It is so good that it's hard to make a bad decision. It's hard to smoke a bad cigar nowadays. There's no reason. Just like tattoo artists here in Chicago, and I see people with bad tattoos, and I see a lot of them. I'm like, dude, you got why? They don't know. Looking at this person like they got a fucked up ass tattoo. Best tattoo artists in the world here in Chicago. Some of them, right? Pay the fucking extra money, the $300 an hour. It's going to be on your body for the rest of your life. Fucking $400 an hour. Pay the fucking extra $500, $1,000 to get it with a great artist. Don't fucking have your buddy who's just starting out. Oh, I need some space. I mean, I've just started this. Don't do that shit, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So much good tobacco out there right now in the cigar and beer world here in Chicago. Unparalleled level of beer available right now. Like this beer right here today, this Kavi, this Indian made stuff, man, awesome. Very natural, very herbal, has this beautiful, I want to say almost Brussels sprout / it just tastes like farm. Like when you drink it, it's not just beer, but you taste the farm, and I love that shit. I love that shit. That's why I'm giving this beer an 8.5. 8.5 on the beer, guys. Pairs well will pair well with food. Very drinkable, very traditional, but not traditional. Has no citrus, no fruit, but more of that, like I said, Brussels sprout, more of a herbal, um, vegetable character to it, which I fucking love. I love that. Like, I don't need the fruit. I don't need the citrus. I don't need all that. I love that this has this more different, like, spice element to it. It's not a heavy spice, but light spice, but it tastes like farm to table. And that's what I love in this particular beer. Like, it is very much a farm to table type beer. And I'm an urban guy, but believe me, at heart, I'm a country man. I'm a country man. I be going up in the mountains. I be getting in that jungle. You don't think so? You don't think so? I'm spending too much time watching YouTube. Just because I don't show you me in the coffee farm doesn't mean I'm not in the coffee farm. Just because I don't show you me in the tobacco farm doesn't mean I'm not in the tobacco farm. Just because I don't show you the mountains anymore doesn't mean that I don't go to the mountains. I used to live in the mountains. I used to live in Tahoe. This cigar is fabulous, guys. What a recommendation from Norwood Park Royal Cigars. Can't get over the fantastic, not the oil. I wanted the oil, but the chocolatiness and the coffee, the richness of it, fabulous smoke, guys. For the price, like the Placencia's probably better in a certain, but this is in that 9.5. Like, if I put my Placencia 149 as a 10, I gotta give this a 9.5. Still very rich, excellent draw, very definitive flavors. Gotta give it a 9.5, man. Great recommendation for my guy over there at Norwood Park Royal Cigars. Like, great recommendation. Fabulous. Not too toasty, burning nice and cool, not too hot. A little more oil now, getting towards the finish. I wish it had that oil from the start. It's getting there. I want that latheriness of the oil, latheriness of the chocolate, which is so defined. The cacao is so good in this cigar. Fabulous, guys. A little more oil there. Little more oil. I get it. It's getting there. I think towards the end of the cigar, it's going to have that oil that I requested. And we're going to see how it goes. But man, fabulous smoke, fabulous beer. $15 challenge met. $11. There were other cigars. There was a lot of cigars in this price point, guys. A lot of premium cigars. Other ones could have met the challenge, but I requested that Maduro. Very, very satisfying. Very happy. Like, guys, go look at my history of my lives. Go buy some of these smokes, guys. Go buy some of the smokes. Go buy some of the beer. Support these guys. Take a look at what's out there. Mm. Mm. Oh, scrumptious. Scrumptious. Such a good recommendation. Hated the band. Hate the band. Don't hate the cigar. So sometimes packaging could fool you. It could get you into like a bad thing. Like I'm not into the packaging at all. I do enjoy it. We've talked about some of them before, that here and there. Like they could use the packaging to sell you on something. In this instance, the packaging didn't sell, but the cigar itself is 9.5, guys. That's why you ask. Because I wouldn't have found this cigar. I wouldn't have picked this cigar if I walked around myself, walked around the humidor. I would not have picked this cigar. I would have looked at the band. Even though I know Oscar's pretty good, I would have been like, I ain't fucking buying that shit. And then when he picked it out, I bought it. I said, okay, not my style of band, but I looked at the tobacco, and the tobacco looked good. And then, man, when we're smoking this thing, we're at a 9.5, guys, right? For 11, almost $12. Maybe the $15 challenge is better at like Benny's, but it's not a bad challenge. You know, it's not a bad. We're not at a bad point here in the cigars and what we pay for, everything. Super smooth, incredible smooth finish. Oh, there's a little bit of that oil, not enough. Very chocolatey. Again, that toasted nut, that toasted coffee. It's actually smoother now than it was at the start. In a way, it's like more flavorful, more defined. Like, I love that. Like, this might end up being a 10. Like right now, it's like we're 3/4 the way through, and it's just tasting better than it did at the beginning. That chocolate, the cacao, so good, guys. And that creamy chocolatey finish, like a milk, not milk chocolate, but definitely a cacao finish. Wow. Well, I've had, there's nobody still in the chat, or maybe one person entered the chat. I have no idea. No. But that's okay, guys. We're able to sustain our conversation, even though it's a conversation of one. You know why we're able to sustain a conversation of one is because what we're discussing is quality. We're discussing like quality cigars, quality beer, like not high end, but like good as shit. And it's easier, even though I seem repetitive. It's easy to. When you enjoy something, you don't have to say very much about it. You could keep saying the same damn thing. You just enjoy it. And that's the way we are with the cigar. That's the way we are with the beer. Like, it very enjoyable, very relaxing. Just, man, I'm so happy that I did the challenge. That I went over there, and I'm so happy with NORWOOD Park Cigars that he let me take a moment to get his opinion on something. And I think his recommendation was just out of the park. His recommendation is 10. I already told you guys that. NORWOOD Park Royal Cigars in Chicago is a 10. Go there, you're going to find what you want. There's no bad choice in that spot. Ask his wife, ask him what you enjoy, what you're looking for, and you're going to find something. It's a 10. It's a 10. But dare I say that I had a better experience at I have a better experience at NORWOOD Park than I do at Up Down, where I've been going to all my life? I would say so. As I said, I'm not recognized at either place anymore. Nobody knows who I am. It doesn't affect me. I don't really care about that shit. What I care about is like what happened that I showed you in our $15 challenge. When you walk into a place just naked, you could be just off the street, and you ask, yo, I got 15 bucks. This is what I'm looking for. And then they provide you something that is close to that, or that. Guys, this is a damn good cigar. 9.5. It's going to be a 10. I'll tell you right now, getting close to the end, this thing is going to be a 10. This is going to be a 10. I could tell already because the oils are starting to develop. That cacao, that chocolate is just starting to build over time, lathering itself. I could really start to now. I get that. I get it. Super light cinnamon. Super light. It's more in the beer of the cinnamon. That's why that beer is like super complementary to what this cigar is. Love it. Loving every minute of it. Really enjoying this cigar, guys. Can't tell you how much, how important it is to have a good cigar. Like, you want your life to be, you want to slow down, you want to feel good about your life, you want to feel good about things. Very few things, like good beer is good, but a good cigar, your life can't be bad if you're smoking a good cigar. Things are not bad if you're smoking a good cigar. If you're smoking a good cigar, life is fucking good. Life is very good when you're smoking a good cigar, guys. That's why, like, please go look at my channels. Go look in the back. If you are interested in cigars, please go look inside. If you're interested in MMA, please go look at my shit too. You know, I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate everybody that's been in here. You've been here this long. You are about better. We are about that shit. You know what I mean? We are about that shit. We got fucking good beer, good cigars, good times, good bets, things about money, good opinions about fucking MMA. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's things are good. Let's go get another beer. Nobody's in here. We're gonna still hang. We're gonna still hang because life is good. We're gonna still hang. You know, we're gonna still hang out. Life is good. You know, let me show you the garden a little bit. Show you around Cantina Lopez. This is the cantina. That one plant. Look at this. It started out. I brought these from Home Depot for like $6. Look at that beautiful pot. Beautiful flowers. Look at all this. Look at the lushness, the beauty. There's my basil. Where's that flower at? Oh, these flowers finally came out. Finally blossomed. So good to see these. And then, oh, it went down. There was one that blossomed and it's gone now. Oh, there it is. There it is. Why is it over there? Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it feels so good. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful plant. Look at that. Look at that. Just beautiful. Oh, it smells so good, guys. Luscious. Beautiful. Beautiful. I gotta go pee. We're gonna pee live on the air. Yes, we're gonna pee. We're gonna go pee. peeing.com, pissing.com. There you go, pissing.com, peeing.com, peeing all over your face. Yes, I could pee all over your face for free. Or you want me to send some pee? Hit up my channel. I'll package up a little pee for you. We'll put it on a hazmat thing, and you get a little pee for free. How about that, huh? Oh, I didn't clean my hands. That's all right. That's okay, guys. You guys don't fucking do that shit either. Peeing.com. Oh, yes, PPP. Peeing.com. Peeing.com. What do you guys know about peeing.com? Which one of you guys like to be peed on? You guys like to be peed on. I know at least 10% of you guys like to be peed on, and you don't even know it yet. Yeah, you do. let me. Oh, she's squirting on me. No, she's peeing on you. And you're not even getting there. Peeing.com, guys. Peeing.com. Pissedon.com. So good. The Azadi, good as beer, man. Good as beer, guys. Natural. Oh wow, that combination with that little that little Azadi, the herbalness of the Azadi brings out the chocolate in the cigar a lot more. When I had that little like hit right there. Awesome. What a day. Fine cigars, fine beers, as always, guys. Look at that. Look at the life, man. See how things are. What's going on with you guys? Even if you're at work, you listen to, nobody's watching this at work or nothing. Things can't be better. Or they can. Things could always be better, but man, things are good. Things are good, guys. Fine cigars, fine beers. I didn't get to watch. It's all right. Man, it's hot as hell. Like now it's going to be fucking scorching at this point. We're at that 95 degree level. This cigar is so good. Superb. Big thumbs up. Superb. No, I regret that nobody's here chatting with me. Can't like share and embellish other things about your life, my life. But man, guys, superb. That's how we do on the About Better channel. That's how we do. Still broadcasting, still with it. There ain't nobody listening, whatever. They ain't big crowds. It's all right. It's all right. Big things. There don't need to be big things happening, just big things going on. Right? Don't need to be part of anything huge. Remember, your life is special too, guys. Your life is special. Everything you guys do is going to bound to produce good things if you have good mentality, right? We're getting buzzed, we're drinking beer, good times, man. How can life be bad like this? Come on. Come on, guys. How can life be bad? You want some picks? Go to those other guys. Go to those other guys for your picks. Come to me. Even the MMA guys, come to me. Dominic, come to me. DC, come to me. Rogan, come to me. I'll present a different opinion than you guys got. I'll present something else. I have a different level, man. There's levels to this, and I have a different level, and I'm on a different level. Even as small as I am, small channel, no viewership, no money. I put my money up against you guys all day in the booze and the beers, the cigars, the luxury items, right? All day I'll match you motherfuckers, or I'll exceed you, right? It has a little lemon. Does have a little citrus. Does have a little citrus kick there to it. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful day. I'm drinking a beer. Smoking the cigars. $9.5. It's going to stay at the $9.5. It's getting a little hot, right? It's getting a little hot at this point. Still burning rather uniformly, which I enjoy. Well-rolled cigar, like quality. Oscar has been known, like Oscar's a known brand, like a long time in the premium cigar world. Just fabulously rolled, burning well, drawing well. That cross cut is still holding up, guys. Look at that cross cut. Like with the dollar cutter. There's a little private jet over there going over. Wow, really nobody's still in here. You've been here for an hour and a half. Well, it is what it is, guys. What are you guys gonna bets be? Hit me up in the comments section. Nobody comes here for none anyways. You know what? Why are you gonna get my bets? Why are you gonna get? What have you guys done to get my bets? You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm still betting. Obviously, I'm making some money because I'm not like broke. Obviously, I'm doing pretty good. I'm traveling. I don't know about these other guys in their rooms. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing with their money. They ain't going to Costa Rica. They're not going to fucking Italy. They ain't fucking going places. Like, guys, you know, I'm a small guy and I'm small and I'm still living like differently than they are. I'm smoking $12 cigars. Right? Well, maybe they have like $200,000, $300 homes. I got a $300,000 home over here. You know, I'm not a rich man. Not a rich man. Where I'm rich at is in my vernacular and in my discussion, my discourse. Join the Discord. You might have more money than me, but you don't got things that you enjoy like me. And I'm trying to teach you guys to enjoy these other things, not just the cigars. We're gonna like expand other things that we could enjoy. It isn't just about cars and money and cigars and booze. Like, but the cigars and booze are damn good. The cigars and booze over here, the cigars and beer is like, we on point with this shit. Mm. So flavorful. I love its pungency, the aromas of it. It is lathering now, like a lot more oils, big chocolate, like it's almost all chocolate now. Love it, love it. 9.5 still for this cigar. Heaven and Hell from Oscar. Horrible band, guys. Oscar, do better. Oscar, please do better. Like, don't put this shit out, man, like that. It cuts your market. It devalues your product. Like, not only cuts your market, but it devalues your product, putting these gimmicky bat wings and bullshit like that on your shit. Horrible, horrible. But the cigar itself, the tobacco is excellent. Norwood Park, Royal Cigars. Go when you're in Chicago. You got to come and visit. Come visit me. Come check me out. We'll go smoke some cigars. We'll go to the lake. You know, I'll take you out sightseeing maybe. You know, we'll smoke some cigars. I like meeting new people. I ain't got no fear. You ain't gonna hurt me. You ain't gonna hurt me. Especially in my home or my hood. Even MMA guys know. They're gonna have to, like, stay in line. Stay in line, guys. You know, I bring that heat. I got fire, guys. I got fire besides the cigars. I got heat. You know, you want to smoke? You want that smoke? We got that smoke. We got that smoke. So good. So good. Great complimentary beer. Again, the beer is non-citrus, which I love. I'm not dropping this. I'm not dropping this right now. I'm not leaving this discussion. They're like, oh, he's buzzed, he's drunk or something like that. No, we ain't leaving this. We ain't drunk. We ain't even near that yet. We still got plenty of time during the day to do other shit. I have to do some work, whatever. We enjoying our day, drinking beer, having cigars. That's how we do. It's our day off. It's actually, today is a vacation day. Vacation day. That's what you do when you're on vacation, right? You enjoy your life, right? We're enjoying our life in our home. I already been on vacation. Already went to Costa Rica, right? We already went there, did that. Went, did our thing over there. You guys, I didn't have to show you that shit, but we already did that shit. And we're going to do some other stuff. The Cigar 9.5, man, so good. We're at almost the 2-hour mark. We're at like the hour 39 mark. We're talking about the same shit, of course, but that's all right. I want to be part of other people, and I want you guys in the chat. I miss my guy, Real News MMA. I miss guys that used to like hang out over here. G the Mattress Guy, Joey. Brian, Israel. You guys don't show up anymore. You know, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it sucks. It sucks that you guys aren't over here to help and enhance the show. But we're still moving forward and pushing forward with the information that we do got. And we're focusing, well, we're not focusing, but we are talking about the cigars and beer. That's what MMA Sip and Smoke is about. Where we do talk about MMA, and we discuss like the best in cigars and beer. Other guys don't do that shit. You don't hear that from Rogan. You don't hear from Big Schwab or all those other motherfuckers because they don't know what they're fucking talking about. Now we're back in that super hot heat. We're gonna smoke this to the nub. And what I want to get is I recommend like a corn cob pipe or a little meerschaum. Like there are these little cigar enders that would be good. Like right now, you put those in there, and it doesn't get, you know, like I think a big thing that happens at this point is that you start to over smoke it. And this is when you should like slow smoke it. But it's hot, you want to keep it lit. Still great roll. Look at that. Look at the uniformity in that ash there. Look at that. Like beautiful. Like still well rolled. Excellent rolled cigar. Again, Oscar, drop that fucking band. Do not do that band again. Cannot emphasize that much, how horrible that band is. And but still beautiful cigar, still smoking very well, uniform. So we didn't go over any of the prop bets. We didn't do anything that I intended to do, but that's all right. We're fucking enjoying ourselves. That's what Sip and Smoke is about. We're sipping and smoking. Like we can discuss MMA, but there's nobody here to like have a question. Nobody here to like has a bet. Nobody here to present anything differently than than anything. So that it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You know, I wish you guys were here to, or somebody was here to like help enhance the show. So the product, and that's what's good. The product is carrying the show. The quality of the product is carrying the show. Like the cigar and the beer are carrying the show. Those are the stars of the show because they're just good. We got a 9. Did we get a 9 club on this beer? I think we got a 9. It just worked out well. Great flavors, very herbal. And then the cigar was like a 9.5. So that's what's going to carry the show. And the MMA discussion is on the back end because nobody's here to discuss that shit, right? So if I can't get any questions, I can't get any feedback or provide any feedback on the MMA stuff, then, you know, good luck, guys. Good luck this weekend. If you made it this far, you are about better. Such a good cigar. 9.5. Almost a 10. If it had the oil from the start, which it has now, but not heavily lathered, it'd be a 10. But a damn good cigar. The band fucked it up. Actually, it didn't. Still a very good cigar. This is the Oscar Heaven and Earth, is it what it was called? Heaven and Hell, regardless, as a stupid, that bat thing that you guys saw earlier. I'm going to stay with you to the end here because why not? You know, why not? Nobody's, you know, I'm just still enjoying myself, still smoking a good cigar, still having a good beer. Beautiful. Beautiful little cigar. Now, still gonna smoke good. And we'll smoke this until we can't smoke it no more. We'll smoke this all the way so we can't smoke it no more. So it hurts the fingers. Like a roach. The whole weed days. I don't smoke weed anymore. I'm a weed expert too. Guys, I'm a weed expert. Like, I used to smoke a lot of weed. Grew weed way before you guys. Advocated for the legalization of marijuana back in the day. Weed expert, wine expert, sold wine, was in the wine industry, cigar industry. I was in the clothing industry, fashion industry. Have any questions, put them up in the comment section. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I wish you guys would actually here with me in the live chat. Great chocolatiness. Great recommendation. Let me know, maybe you guys want to see me smoke at the cigar shop. Any ideas you guys might have. Doesn't even really matter. I don't think that, wow, how well rolled is this motherfucking cigar? Look at that thing. Still uniform burn. Don't be afraid to smoke your cigars to this little nub here. Like, this part can sometimes be the best part of the cigar, right? If it could change the whole structure of the cigar. It didn't change the oils. I hoped it did. The flavors, even at this point, are so good. Don't be afraid to hold this thing here. Get a corncob pipe or a pipe or a meerschaum. They make these cigar holders you can find on eBay, and I need to get some of those. Like, you put this into that cigar holder, and you still continue to smoke it to the very, very end of it. And I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those and review it, and we'll see. We'll see what we're doing. But right now, all right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate all your time. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate your like and subscribe. If you've made it this far, you are about better.